Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Stud Buds live stream on YouTube. I'm your host, Matt. I hope you're all doing well tonight. I'm just going to give it a second, wait for people to load in, let it all happen. We got a very, and I mean a very special guest lined up tonight. We have, well, you'll see. Stick around. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of laughs and maybe even some tears because this is going to be a very sentimental Stud Buds. You'll see what I mean by that. And of course, we have the usual crew in here with our Lego TikTok content creators. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alrighty, first up, we have our resident Lego mock builder. We have Ethan the Artisan.
Hello there. Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing tonight, Ethan?
I'm doing good. I found me a Lego perfect SpongeBob pop.
That's awesome. I remember back in the day, I used to eat those all the time, but they would always be like half melted.
Yeah.
The eyeball would be like down where the mouth is. Next up, he's in a different position tonight, but that's okay. We have Bricking Up Brad. I love the starry background there. Brad, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Brad. We can hear you now.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay.
Brad being Brad.
Yeah,
like I say it.
He had these drapes up for his bed, and then on top of it, he's like all these cool lights. And I was just like, I'll leave it like this. My camera's gonna look like crap no matter what.
No,
but
it
I'm like
looks
sitting
good.
on the ground.
I like it.
I do too, but my problem is I'm sitting on the ground right now with a little table. Like my pillow, like is just using as a backdrop. Like I'm just like, this is the most uncomfortable stream I'm gonna ever have.
We promise he's at a friend's house, and it's not that he sold all of his Lego. We promise. We think you swear.
Guys, I might be in a different place because I sold my Lego and I got a lot of money finally. So you know,
he got his own place. He got his own place. Finally. And lastly, we have Block Studios, our big Lego Star Wars collector in the house.
Yes. I don't know if it's as big as you, Matt. I think you might have a bigger Lego Star Wars collection than I do.
No, but you have big sets. You have
I do have big sets. I do have
It's a Millennium Falcon that's actually built. I think that.
Hey. Shots fired, my friend.
I wonder how long he's gonna just milk that cookie. You know, I wonder how long he's gonna just bank on the Falcon in the box. You know, like is it actually in there? Like, or did he just buy the box from somebody and you know?
Yeah. I think he did that. I think he just wanted the clout and bought 2 boxes.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I didn't even show the second box.
Hey, Zane, only an idiot would spend like almost $1,600 like dollars on Lego. Like,
who would do such a thing?
Well, being that I documented it on my YouTube channel and the Lego employee puts it in my car, I would like to think that there is something in there, and it's heavy enough. Unless he put rocks,
green screen,
created rocks in there.
Green screen. Good camera editing.
I think you asked a Lego employee to do it. You gave him like $10 and was like, put this in my car.
I know what it is. So you know the Falcon that's built already in the Lego?
Yes.
He went in, he's like, hey, where's the box for
the display?
Falcon? I just give me the box for the display. That's all I need.
If you look closely at the box, I'm pretty sure it says Lepin on it, doesn't it?
Oh. All right, moving on. You're getting into too deep to conspiracy theory territory about me.
This is what Matt didn't expect for the stream to be.
Yeah.
No, I never know what to expect with you guys.
Yeah.
And I think the audience feels the same way, and that's why they keep coming back. Because you never know what you're going to get with the 4 of us. But our guest will be joining us in a little while. He's got some family business to attend to, which is just fine. And we'll introduce him when he stops on in. But how were your guys' weeks? Ethan, let's start with you. What's up?
It was a good week. I've been busy, like very busy, you know, with work, school. I finished school this week. So I got the whole summer to build whatever I want, like SpongeBob Popsicle or Lego Minecraft Wolf. So
you're just milking that Lego Minecraft build for as much as you can.
When the amount of followers that this thing has given me, I'm going to.
Wow, you're just in it for the views, aren't you?
No.
Ooh. Wow, we're really ripping on each other. Is everybody okay today? Like,
I'm getting my energy back. I ate half a Hawaiian pizza and my stomach's feeling it.
Ethan,
Matt
I really
had a
like
Pop-Tart.
the wolf. I did have
I
a
like
Pop
it.
Tart R2 before this.
I do like the wolf though.
That's really cool. Ooh, that's cute. Very cute. Well, now that you have all your builds out of the way, now that we've milked the bee as much as we could, it's time to milk the wolf. I didn't know we could milk a wolf, but I guess we're going to try. I didn't know we could milk a bee either, but we'll see.
Wait, isn't that the Roman how Rome was started? They were raised by milking a wolf or something like that. Like,
Brad, I'm not into cults. I don't.
I'm hoping that's an analogy or something like that.
An
I also
analogy.
did put lights or whatever the term is. I also put lights on my tensegrity, but I took it apart
Nice.
to remind myself to make a video, a YouTube video about it.
Nice.
You did it to stay humble.
Those lights look amazing in that.
They
I
really
love the
do.
magma look that it gives the
Mhm.
build. You did great. And once again, Ethan, I just want to say it on stream. Congratulations on all the growth you've been having. It's amazing to watch. You should be so proud of yourself, genuinely.
Thank you.
With that being said, Zane, how was your week?
My week has been crazy, guys. I have felt horrible. I hadn't eaten anything in 5 days, and I did nothing but drink water, and I think I lost a little bit of weight. Didn't check, but I felt like it. Just to be honest, I bought a whole bunch of Lego that I haven't been able to. I have the R2-D2. My helmets came in, all that stuff. Greatness, awesomeness. I got the bust, the Darth Vader bust. My brother-in-law bought that. Did you guys ever seen that?
The older version.
I never had seen that before, but that was I think that one is looking better than the new one.
Yeah.
See, it's like different to me, like because the bust and versus the full helmet. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the helmet. All right, that's Vader.
Ooh. Ah.
Yeah, I wish he was a little bit smoother because it's Vader's helmet. Vader's helmet's always
Yeah.
A lot of studs. A lot of studs.
a lot of studs. But then this is the bust, and I think the bust looks a little bit funny in the face.
Mhm.
And it's a
I
lot
like that
smaller.
though.
I do like that though. Which
Here's
did
a
you
size
have
comparison.
a better time building?
I really enjoyed this one. So this one was a huge challenge because there was 5 bags full of Lego. It was only 340 pieces, but there was 5 bags, no numbers, no nothing. So you had to just dump out a sea of Lego.
See,
and start
that's Lego
building.
building though. That's what it
It is.
should be.
It was amazing. That's why I enjoyed this one more. This one was kind of odd in the way that it was put together. So that was fun, interesting. I haven't really felt up to it. Like I honestly haven't been on TikTok in a week. I've been just pumping drafts out, and even today I posted a video about some pictures I took with my drone stuff. Just because I saw
sorry. Sorry that you don't feel as well, man. That sucks.
It's
but
life.
yeah,
I think it was
exactly.
stress, honestly.
And it's okay to know to take a break. That's a good sign that you internally can understand yourself enough to say, "Hey, I need to take a step back." And I think we all get to that point at some point, and some sooner than others. And I think that is, a sign for everybody out there. Like, take a break if you need to. But whoa.
Who cares about Brad?
Who cares about Brad? Brad lost his chance.
Just gonna.
Well, we will get to Brad. But I do want to introduce our lovely guest. Let's just get him in here while we can, because we want to take the time to really get to know this guy. We have Russ from Little Bricks Charity. Woo! How's it going?
I am doing amazing, man. Well, as amazing as I can be, I should say. So, how's things? I missed the beginning of your conversation. What was I stopping here?
You weren't stopping anything.
We
You're
just do a
just
round
talking
table
about
of new Lego stuff.
Awesome.
Yep. We're just talking about how our weeks went, and I think we're going to do some very quick leaks, and then we're going to get right to an interview.
I'm all for it, man. Let's leak it up.
But we also want to hear how your week went. So, how was your week?
AKA interrogation. No.
So, actually, guys, my week has been insane. We had a tree fall through our house yesterday.
Oh shoot!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So, luckily, it's not too bad, but it literally. I'm in our studio space for our nonprofit where we house all of our Lego, and unfortunately, it fell right above us. So, it's been an insane week. But some really good things have happened. I got this really cool box in the mail.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about the box in just a
Oh
little
boy.
bit.
I was gonna ask, can we know
Mhm.
what's in it? But we'll get to it, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome, though. That's awesome. Well, it sounds like it's a good thing with the box. So, it balances out your week, hopefully. That's terrible, though, that a tree fell through your house. Did you have insurance? Is that all covered?
Yeah, so actually, if you go to our TikTok, I was live on TikTok when it happened.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we were going. We actually paid somebody to take down the tree, so they were in the process of moving it over our house with a crane.
Got it.
So,
Whoa! So the tree removal company dropped it on your house.
yeah, like a bone snap.
Oh my god.
So my best friend has a tree removal business, and like that's one of his biggest fears. Whenever he lets anybody come in and help him, because he makes sure he has all of his line sets done, he does it properly, and his biggest fear is someone's not going to be paying attention or something's going to break and it's going to hit a car or a house. It's sketchy. It really is.
Yeah, I tip my hat to those guys. I mean, that dude was probably 80 feet up in the air when everything went down, and I was like, nope, not. I'm gonna stick to Lego. So.
Well, are they gonna at least provide you with a little help there, since it was kind of on them, or?
They have been so professional and so
Good.
amazing through everything. It's why we chose them to begin with. If there's a moral out of this for any of your viewers, it really is. Do your research, find someone who is legitimate, and make sure that they're reputable. They've handled this amazingly, and honestly, they've really stress-free for my family.
Good.
But enough about crazy.
I just wanted to make sure it all worked out well and there's an okay ending to it. That's all. I didn't want to leave you hanging like, oh crap, this is terrible. But that's a good message. Always make sure that you have the best that you're looking for, because sometimes if it's too good to be true, it might just be too good to be true if you're doing it for a good price.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Brad, how was your week? And you can even get into leaks right now if you want to.
I'll quickly talk about my week, though, because I had a very special package arrive from a very good friend of all of ours. I don't want to touch, and he sent me, I wish I had it with me. He sent me this. If you don't know, that's the 1990 chess piece from some chess set back in the day.
Wow.
He found on eBay, sent it to me as a graduation/birthday present, and it was honestly, I over the moon excited about it. I'm not going to build it just yet. I'm going to leave it a bit of time, but I do feel like there is going to be a point where I open that package up and build it, because it's cool and all, but I feel like it would be a more fun experience building a set from 30 years ago. So that happened. I made a bunch of big orders for my mock. The medieval mock is coming along great. But I have a bunch of crazy orders coming in because I got some money this week. And then I think at my Pick a Brick Wall, they had some insane hauls there. So I've got a lot of pieces towards my mock, and with the 3-in-1 Castle no longer coming out in June, which if you don't know my disappointment about that, I'm going to be using the money I was going to spend on that for getting a lot more mark parts that I really want. But yeah, that was my week. I mean, I graduated from college finally, so I'm done with that.
Man. It's
Thank
amazing.
Wow, dude, that's awesome.
Welcome to life.
I know. Now I have to go into the real world, but yeah. So it was a really cool week, and I'm just glad to be here. I know I'm in a weird relocation, but so guys, we had a friend of ours send us the best pictures of these leaks, and we are allowed to show them on stream here. So we got some really good Marvel leaks, and just look at how great these leak images
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Who drew this? Was this you?
I don't want to touch. Sent me these.
Yeah.
Dude,
Where's the
he's a
intro, though?
champ.
Oh wait. I got you.
My eyes are rolled in the back of my head. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Okay, so we got 4 Avengers sets. This is one of them, the Ironmonger versus Iron Man, which is supposed to take place from the first Iron Man movie. My only big critique is, why is Ironmonger so big in this set? If you ever watch the movie, he's like the size of a big fig, and he's like the size of the Hulk buster in the set. So that's one critique I have. It's gonna be like a cheaper $30 set. We got the Black Panther vehicle. We also got the
We don't have
Guardians of the
pictures
Galaxy.
for those. We just had that one.
We do have this one.
Oh.
There is the.
Oh my gosh.
This is
Oh
the
my
Avengers
gosh.
Mansion. One of the cool things about this set is you get the car that the portal's in, and it actually
Oh,
kind of
please.
looks really cool. But you get Wanda, you get Thanos.
I just
Oh,
love
man.
how there's a transparent part of the top of the
You're right.
base that we could see Ethan through probably if he stuck his head up. I don't know if he can. Oh, I saw his hair first. Oh, there it is.
Wait.
Is that Lego's new like copyright infringement protection idea? Like they're just gonna draw these pictures and release them so these off brands can't like duplicate them before they hit the market?
Oh,
That would honestly be the best troll a company has ever done.
I couldn't imagine. I think I Don't Want Touch was very clever for doing that. Yeah, I have to
Yes.
give him a hand for that.
Mm.
Nice going, my dude.
Um,
Nice
We
going.
expect you to do it every week.
Yeah. We also got images for, in my opinion, one of the worst sets Marvel has put out. We got
Uh-oh.
the Infinity Gauntlet, which you
The
can't
worst
put,
sets.
you can't put on your hand. Like that you're getting a gauntlet and you can't put on your. I'm just joking with you guys. No one gets the joke.
Bro, you
but
can't
yeah.
put the Darth Vader helmet on your head.
And that's why it's one of the worst sets too. I mean,
Well, you can just like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the big one that people were excited about was the Infinity Gauntlet, which does look really cool.
Of course.
You just have to do this. You just have to make the Lego pieces bigger.
Oh,
You can rock them full size.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Well, you have the whole minifigure costume too, don't you?
Yeah. So kind of a never before told. I actually purchased a legit mascot Lego costume.
Oh,
On
really?
its way from China, unfortunately. So it's been at literally customs is like 30 minutes from my house, and it has been in customs for like 3.5 weeks because of everything that's going on.
Wow.
But yeah, we will eventually have a full-on life-size Lego, like legit costume.
That's
The
crazy.
plan is to take that into like Target and places and stand in the Lego aisles and scare the hell out of kids. So,
That'd make a great TikTok.
yeah, that's exactly it. So,
I just remember
That is
seeing
awesome.
you on a stream. Maybe you had a helmet of some other sort, because I remember you putting on a minifigure before, and I forget when that was though.
yeah, we did a 24-hour live stream, and it was just before Halloween, and I had like a Lego man Halloween.
Yeah.
And I got for like 99 cents at Goodwill. I brand new in the pack. I was like, yes, and it was like big guy size, you know. Yeah, it's a very creepy costume because the eyes are just like these like blank, and they're not Lego, so they're like extra wide, like
Because you need to see out of it.
that too. That's probably what it is. So
That's awesome. Well, what do you guys feel about these Marvel leaks? We'll go over it really quick.
I think those drawings are garbage. I wish I could have done a better job on leasing pictures, to be honest.
I know. Okay, I do
you
have
need to
to
work
say
on your
one
sarcasm, Zane.
thing.
Oh, sorry.
I do have to say one thing. I looked at the Black Panther set, and I love the figures. I love the vehicle, but for
Speaking of Lego costumes,
I looked at the
brick.
set because of the box art. I thought it was Mega Bloks. The set looked like a Mega Bloks set. I don't know what it was, but it was
the
like
design.
I
I think I know what you're
right.
talking about. Yeah.
But I was like looked at them. I was like, this looks exactly like the Halo Mega Block set. So
I'll show
that
you
was my
Halo
only
Mega
critique.
Bloks.
But honestly, the figures look so cool. This is for the one time where I'm like, I'd get this set for the figures. Like,
Yeah. Well, Lego typically uses bright colors on their box art, and I feel like Mega Bloks often, or other Lego type
Mhm.
companies, they use kind of a duller palette often when I'm going
Yeah.
through that aisle. Something like Halo sets or whatever else
Yeah.
that they have, it's always that dulled down color. But Lego, it just pops all the time. it feels like.
yes.
What do you guys think, Ethan? What do you think of the Marvel sets? Would you get these?
I really like the Benatar set. That one is like
Mhm.
I have the other 3 versions of them, and I feel like I kind of want to get that one. And then I do like the final battle mock for the figures. I think that
Yes.
Thanos fig looks great. I mean, it
Yeah.
got a turnable head, got arms.
It's got a head and arms like a regular figure.
Oh yeah, no,
great.
it's the first time a big fig you can pop off the head if you want to.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
see it
really
being
cool.
the future for maybe the future of like a Hulk or just big figs. So that's really cool.
I agree.
Totally.
And,
It's a big
and
step
that
forward.
would be really cool, which is you can kind of customize big figs, not a ton, but you can.
Yeah.
And it would be cool if eventually you can pop off the legs. It's one more piece to lose, but still I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah. I think it would also be fun to build a buildable Thanos out of your own pieces with the head. Maybe not just a big fig. I can see
Have
Ethan
a
doing
Hulk
something
head.
like that. There you go. Zane, are you into the Marvel sets? Would you ever buy those? Don't start
Can I just
collecting
say-
one more thing, eh?
The only go ahead, Brad.
I was gonna say the Benatar would be definitely a big set for Zane. I feel like Zane would be someone who would buy the Benatar, the
It has a
Guardians
nice
of the Galaxy
display.
ship.
The, the ship, yes. So like kind of like DC, how I want the oh
Tumblr.
my gosh, Tumblr. Thank you. The Tumblr. It's just epic to me. Like if I was to get into Marvel, it would have to be, and I sound like I'm like tooting my own horn. I'm not trying to, and I'm not trying to be that guy that's like I only buy UCS stuff. No, but it's
I'm
like
a Star Wars purist, guy.
I'm a Star Wars purist. No, not Star Wars, but the UCS kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Hulkbuster, the UCS Hulkbuster, or is it Ultimate Builder Series or is it UCS?
Yeah, it's like a UCS.
But it's
Big sets.
I would I like the Hulkbuster. I think that's awesome. The Helicarrier, the original one was really awesome. Not the new one. Oh crap! Today is stud buds. Give me a few minutes. I need to make some memes. Oh, randomly random. But that kind of stuff is what I would buy from Marvel. Is like the Hulkbuster. I wouldn't get into the smaller stuff. I love
Not
Marvel.
the only one.
2008 Iron Man is like my go-to. Like I love Iron Man. It broke my heart when he, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen it, it's too late. But when he died, it was hard for me because growing up, I mean, I went to the theaters and I watched Harry Potter. I went to the theaters and I watched all the Iron Man and Iron Man 2 and all that stuff. But again, I'm not as invested in that as much as Star Wars.
Sure.
So I don't think I would go all out and get a bunch of Marvel sets.
And I'm having a hard time with it too, because for me, these are something that I've always wanted Marvel to do, which is like strictly movie sets. And you can tell they are from the films with the box art and everything. And those are very tempting to me. But at the same time, it's like, do I want to weigh that or do I want to weigh a Star Wars set over it and put my money into something like that? It goes back and forth and you have to balance it.
What about you, Russ? Do you have any love of the Marvel sets?
So I think Matt and Block Studios, you guys are going to be a little mad at me,
Uh-oh.
and Ethan as well. I feel like the Marvel series and Star Wars as well has just been milked so much as a collector.
I agree with you.
I'm not like excited anytime any of them come out. Now, as someone in looking at it from the charity aspect, these sets are great. They come with a solid set of figs, and kids can really take what they saw in the movie and just take it to a whole nother level, which I love that playability. So if I'm looking at it from a charity standpoint, hell yeah, we're probably going to get 50 or 60 of them.
Nice.
And
Wow.
for personal use, I probably won't be grabbing any of them.
No,
I
don't disagree with you about it being milked.
yeah.
I think franchises themselves, the way that Lego puts them out and how they treat them, they are milked. And I think a lot of Star Wars Lego fans would agree, because it feels like at times they don't necessarily understand what the fans want of it. They just put it out there because they know they're going to buy it.
Luke's land speeder.
It's also that balance between we're designing sets for the fans and we're designing sets for future fans.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
just because you and I have seen a Millennium Falcon 8 times over,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that this new Millennium Falcon isn't some kid's first one that's going to be set that they think about when they're our age,
Well, I can
that's how
testify to that because sorry, Brad, I didn't mean to cut you off. So when I first started collecting, like this set was last year, like not this set, this collection, and the first Falcon I got was was it 2019 the
play set.
Yeah, it's the one that didn't have Han Solo and it had Rey.
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Yes, Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. And so yes, there's been Millennium Falcons. Yes, there's been ones in the past that have Han Solo, and people might not have liked this one as much because it didn't have Han Solo. Like a Millennium Falcon without Han Solo, whatever. But I appreciated it because it was a Falcon. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I could respect the newer generation wanting that with something that they know. Like they know the newer movies, and so they connect with it in that way. Even though people have their issues, they connect with the new movies where we might have the prequels for my generation or the originals for the older generation and whatnot like that. We all have our different things we connect with. And yes, it's the same set, but it has different things that tie each of us to it.
100%.
Yeah, I also think that the Star Wars universe in particular doesn't really lend itself to new things because they are continuing to have the same ships and the same places. And, you're just getting a different variation because the ship's been aged or it's flown by someone new. So it's got a new color. So
I think that's what Mandalorian did.
That's very true. Yeah, you did.
I was just say, I think the Mandalorian, I think that's the reason that show is doing so well is because they took, we get the X-Wing and TIE Fighter in there, but we added in the Razor Crest and we got all this other cool new stuff, and we got all these new characters, and I think because of that, that's one of the reasons people love the show. It's building on what we already know, and also the sets we're getting it from it usually are different things from the stuff we got in the past. Besides, I think the AT-ST Raider was well, that too, but I'm saying those elements do help. But quickly go back to the you were talking about, I got my first X-Wing this year. That's because I never had the money to get the X-Wing in the past. And to me, that I wanted that X-Wing to come out. And there are sets like that where it's I understand, it's some people have already gotten 6 of these in the past, but I'd love to get my first one. So I do love that Lego redoes sets, but at the same time, I do understand okay, we don't need the same Luke's land speeder every 2 years.
I think it's a constant balancing act for the company as a whole to make those business decisions, because at the end of the day too, I think an X-Wing or a TIE Fighter will always sell because it's something that everyone always would be willing to buy since it's so iconic.
And you can army them. And you can make armies out of them.
You can be like Padawan Archer and get 20.
I'm going back quickly to the Marvel leaks though. I do want to get the first Iron Man set because I was a huge fan of the first Iron Man movie. Mm-hmm. I am a little bit, and I know that's the last time we're going to get that variation of Iron Man with the opening helmet. I am sad that the villain, I forget his name now.
Obadiah.
I'm sad that mech, Obadiah, his mech isn't, his suit isn't as small as it should be, but it still looks like a decent set as someone who wants to get at least one Marvel, good Marvel set. I think I'm going to pick one of those up. I'd love to pick up the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, but I also know how expensive that's going to be. So.
Yep. Especially the displayability of it really lends itself to being a more highly priced set. All right, guys. Well, I think we did the Marvel sets a number, but it is time to get into our, as Ethan likes to call it, interrogation. But let's have an interview with this guy.
No.
What is up?
So first off, just give us a bit of your Lego journey. Where did it start, and how did you get to where you are?
Go ahead, Brad. Before we get there, actually, you just introduce yourself? I know a lot of people don't know what you do, who you are, and just kind of, and then maybe let the people know where they can find you too, just real quickly. I feel like yes, I agree with your question, Matt, but I think we should just start with an introduction.
Let people kind of know who he is really quick.
So my name's Russell Castleva. I am a 3-time Guinness World Record holder for walking on Lego bricks barefoot. The second time that I broke the world record, I found my purpose in life and I started a nonprofit called Little Bricks Charity. We donate Lego sets to children all across North America, hospitalized kids, kids that are in and out of the hospital, are terminally ill and just need to really smile. So our motto is we build big smiles, and we do it one Lego set at a time.
Wow.
Totally. That's awesome.
Yeah. So you can find me on TikTok primarily, Little Bricks Charity Guy. We've also got a YouTube channel. We're on Instagram, all the socials. You can find us all throughout there. Primarily though, I rock TikTok. And that's how I came across Matt a long time ago. I think I came across Matt well before the dance started. Like that's how long.
Yeah.
And that's a long time ago because you've been doing that dance.
That's
like,
insane.
For almost a year now. We're
Yeah.
getting close. And I remember seeing your stuff the first time, and I'm like, this guy's awesome. And you have such a great personality for TikTok, and I think it's the perfect platform for you. I enjoy it more than YouTube because there's some spontaneity to it, and you're not just focused on the edit of the video and taking the time out to do it, but you can really let your personality fly with it. And that's why I personally love TikTok. And I think you do a great job on there. And by the way, guys, I did put his link tree in the description. So if you want to go check him out or any of us, please go check it out. That'd be great.
Yeah, so I agree. I think TikTok has been huge for me personally with the nonprofit. It before TikTok, like handing sets over to a hospital and getting them into children's hands was awesome, but we never saw the end result. We never got to continue on that journey with the child. And through TikTok, man, I have connected with so many amazing families and so many amazing kids, and it has changed my life. I love TikTok. TikTok will be my favorite app until I die. I'll be the last guy on there. I'll be like, on it. So,
I love that.
Wait, you aren't going to get on video? Like video isn't going to be the next thing?
Lego video. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, where did Lego start for you though? Like how did that enter your life? And that'll be my question, and then we'll just go down, and then we'll keep going and asking different questions.
Okay. So for myself, and I'm actually live on TikTok right now.
Awesome.
So these guys have never heard this story either, because I don't really talk a lot about Lego on my TikTok, minus the fun things that we do with Lego. So I, just like most people, at a very young age, I was given Lego. I actually have in a box here, right there, my very first Lego set. And it's this amazing train. I still can recall the night I got it Christmas Eve. I opened it the night before. My grandmother was like, you get to open one present. And I went down and opened the biggest one. And she was like, no, not that one. And so I still have that Lego set, and it was something that I had always dabbled in all throughout, like even through high school. And then, I had that dark period where
Dark Ages.
we step away. Yeah. And so I stepped away, and luckily my mom and my grandmother, they kept everything. So
Great.
I had an amazing collection to come back to when my daughter was born about 7 years ago. I started Brainy Bricks. I'm known in the Lego community as Brainy Bricks still. And I used to do like a daily show on Facebook, and we would literally anything and everything that came out on the news about Lego, I was trying to report it first. I was like brothers.
Wow.
We were doing the exact same thing they were. And that was really my life for a long time. I was trying to figure out how to monetize that. And then the craziest thing happened. We were reporting on Fairy Bricks, a nonprofit in the UK that does what we do on a much grander scale. And they had some Lego sets stolen from them. And when that happened, my daughter, who was 4 at the time, was like, Daddy, we need to do something. And all of my followers at Brainy Bricks, they all came up with the idea of breaking the world record. And since then, it's been crazy. So
That's insane.
yeah. But Lego's always has always been a part of my life. Even when I was away from it, I was always still dabbling in it. So I never really truly got away from it all.
That's great. That's great.
That's
Zane,
awesome.
Zane, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My wife was asking me where my car keys were. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. If you need to take a second to exactly tell her, you're more than able to. But I want you to be able to get your question in. Okay.
Zane, are you sure you want her driving your car? I mean,
I don't know if anybody should be behind the wheel but me.
Uh-oh.
Zane, you shouldn't even be behind the wheel.
She didn't like the car until she drove the car, and then she came home and she's like,
Oh.
"We're all right."
Wait, did you just show up one day with a brand new car?
Oh no, she was there. She was there, trust me. So Russ, if you don't know, we got rid of one of our older cars and we bought her a new Kia Stinger. I don't know if you know what that is. We bought her a Kia Stinger, and we had a Jeep, and that was her car before. But then I took that and I traded that in for a Dodge Charger with a Hemi and all that stuff, and it's really loud and really fast. And
Fast and loud.
Yeah, fast and loud. Fast and loud. But yeah, so she needs my keys now. I think she might be going to the store. I don't know. Hopefully she doesn't crash it. Either way. Anyways,
still milking
Russ,
I thought she was going to ask for a brick sepper to open a bottle or something.
Oh, I just heard it start. Nobody worry. It's gonna be okay. If you need one, Rust, here. If you ever crack a cold one, these are good for cracking.
On stream one time, Zane just grabs a beer bottle, pops a brick separator, and just pops the top right off.
Guys, you gotta keep it unique. Gotta be spontaneous.
I've never tried that.
Anyways, Russ.
Yeah.
So back to you. Sorry, don't mean to be all blocked.
We get off topic a lot.
Zane gets in a mood sometimes.
So, I don't know if you know this or not, but my name's Zane. I've seen you around. I follow you, I believe, and stuff like that. But my question to you is: you talk about donating sets and stuff like that. Do you guys have any sets in particular? Do you find out what these kids like, or do you just kind of, you have donations and you just give those, or how do you guys do that?
Yeah. Let me actually take you on a short tour. Now, keep in mind we had a tree fall through this roof, so
oh no!
Oh man,
it's gonna be interesting.
So we actually just got approval to do something new. So typically we do just large quantities of Lego.
Wow.
I go out when they're on sale and clearance and things, and a lot of people donate to us. So we literally, the Lego sets you see here, these are all
holy crap
set and ready to go for hospitals. So those Lego sets, we just try to find the best that we can price wise. And then for individual kids, which we just like a week ago launched a new program where we can donate to kids like directly.
Nice.
And with that, we're looking at age, we're looking at playability, we're looking at what they like, a wide range. Now I am still trying to pull from the pool of Lego that we already have, just to save money. But right now when we deliver Lego sets to individuals, or the plan is we'll be sending 2 Lego sets to them. So one for them to build when they get the box of Lego, and then one for their parent to hold on to for the next time that they go into the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. So we want a smaller set, typically, the $20 sets, those are like perfect for hospital beds. It's not 1,000 pieces, and it's something small that they can carry along.
And then I had a friend who had cancer. I think it was leukemia. And I remember when he was in the hospital, he would take smaller sets with him because it was just easier to have something that you can play around with a little bit. It's and it's small to build, and it doesn't take up massive space and break every time you bring it back and forth. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and I didn't start the nonprofit because I'm a Lego fan. Like that all has zero to do with me starting a Lego nonprofit. Through breaking the world records, which I'll go into detail on the world records in just a minute, but with breaking the world record, I learned a lot about what Fairy Bricks does over in the UK. And they do the same thing, and I learned why. Lego truly is the best thing that we can put into hospitalized kids' hands. It opens up their mind. It allows them to escape. It opens up communication points between nurses. Nurse comes in, oh wow, that's a really cool race car. Would you like to drive a race car like that? It opens these kids up. Plus it can be built again and again. Parents can do it. It can be self-guided. The list goes on and on to the number of benefits of Lego for not just hospitalized kids, but hospitalized people who've been through trauma. There's rehabilitation techniques that we've documented and learned about, people using Lego. So it's a huge deal. And I think our biggest hurdle is getting people to understand that we're not just giving a toy to a kid, we're giving a tool to a kid.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
So yeah, that was a very long-winded answer to say, yeah, we send them out to everybody. So.
No, but that's good. We
So-
want to know the backstory too.
Yeah.
That is heartwarming just to know all of that. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
So
Coon was saying Lego was good post-chemo rehab for them.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And I'm sorry that you had to go through chemo, but it sounds like you got through it good. So
it was my friend. It wasn't me. I had a brother too, but that was a long before that. So, but I want to quickly clarify. So you said you get boxes. So certain hospitals will be like, hey, I have this many sick kids, and you like send a box with a certain amount of sets to them, or is it?
Yeah. So the way we do it now, so on our website, you can nominate a child. Soon you'll be able to nominate a hospital. Currently, the way that we do it is families that we've interacted with through TikTok go, hey, my child went here. And right now, COVID's really changed our game. 2020 was insane. Typically, we would just literally drive up to a hospital and walk in and start literally handing sets out. Now it's very planned. We got to go through channels and so
you're just trying to do a good thing at the end of the day too, and it's hard to get through all the barriers.
Yeah, and I don't let it frustrate me because those barriers are in place for these kids' health,
Sure.
At the end of the day, they don't want germs and people who don't need to be there.
100%.
So I get it. But it definitely changed the way that we interacted with everyone. So it's changed a lot, but it's still, that's why being on TikTok has been such an amazing thing. Because we have been able to connect with those families one-on-one.
Well, in a sense, it becomes even more powerful because for the people who are going through that whole process and to have what the world is right now with that along together, having just something small like Lego to bring a big smile to their face, like you said, is so important, and it boosts their energy.
Yeah. And I think a smile is worth so much. Like, you can't put a price on a smile. And especially right now when the world needs to smile, and especially for these kids, a lot of the children that we get Lego into the hands of, they're not around to see their 6th or 7th birthday, Yeah. And someone who lives for 6 years, a day of their life is worth 15, 20, 30 of yours, So to be able to put a smile on a kid's face for even just a day, dude, yeah, I'll eat top ramen every night to keep going, So
100%.
Yeah,
100%. I hear you, Brad. You have a question to follow up?
I was
you
just
can't
gonna
really
quickly
follow that up.
Yes.
I was going to quickly say, just for the people watching, you do have it on your website right now, though, because I'm pretty sure I saw this on your TikTok, where you can go and there's a nominate section, right, to nominate kids you want. So guys, if you do, know someone who could really use a smile on their face, I highly recommend going and checking out the website, which is down below right now, and nominating that person if you can.
Yeah. So,
and then,
real quick, unfortunately, due to legal reasons, you do have to be a parent or family member of the person you nominate. So we're still working all of that out to broaden it up. But if by chance you do know someone, though, that isn't a family member, please share the link with them, tell them about it, and send them our way. We're open arms for everyone out there. So.
Yep. Exactly. And you never know what somebody's going through when they're dealing with that process.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
spread the word about it. Spread the word about it because people need to know. Brad, do you have any other less surface level? I mean, not that that's surface level in any sense of that meaning, but like for us.
I mean, I was going to ask you, just talk a little about your love for Lego. Is there like themes and stuff that you love about? Like, what's your favorite part about Lego that you have?
I really love the problem solving aspect of Lego. Like I love I've got it here. So this is the bug, and unfortunately it got all busted when but so with the Volkswagen, I did these split tone seats, and it was the first time Lego ever recognized me. Like they retweeted the image saying good job. But this center section here, to get this center section like triple tone, there's like snot techniques out the yang.
Wow.
Like literally like the bottom piece here is like it's just crazy. And so that kind of problem solving is what I truly love about building. And honestly, when I buy Lego sets, I'm not buying them to collect them. I'm usually buying them to learn the techniques that are in them. And the collection just kind of happens afterward.
Yeah.
But I really love the classic series. I think the 3-in-1s are probably my favorite. Mainly because I get more technique out of them usually, you know?
Yeah.
That and if I had to go like way back, the Arctic Zone, like those were my jam.
Oh,
Like, that
nice,
was
nice.
So, but yeah. And right now, like collecting wise, I really just go for crazy off the wall rare stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, because we have so much Lego, like, you know, this is, even though it's technically the charity space, this is still my house here. And having just another Lego set in the house, you know, if something's going to take up space, it needs to be something well worth it. So, and if we have time, I'll show you all the really cool Lego that I guarantee no one here has seen any of these.
Ooh, well, I mean,
Challenge
if you want to do
accepted.
if you want to do it now, you're more than welcome to. I mean,
How about you guys ask me a really good question, and if it's a good one, I'll show you one thing, and then we can keep going around.
okay.
If it's a good one.
Ethan, you better make it a good
Zane,
one.
did you have a question for? You were pointing at me for a second.
I was just letting you know, Brad. 3-in-1 castle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So
Yeah.
This is actually the first cool thing. This is a Porg built by Lego. I won it through their Instagram challenge. You had to guess the number of Porgs. They made 3 of these. The builder even signed it for me. Awesome. And yeah, this guy is one of my prized possessions.
I think I remember seeing another, like, either it's from you or another person, because I think I've seen that before, which is really cool.
Yeah. So a person in Australia won one, and a person in UK won one.
At the beginning of our show, someone asked this.
They did. I saw it in the chat. That's why I showed this first. So
that's so cool.
One day I'll sell it, but for now I won something. I won like a one. I mean, it's like one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
is it glued or is it glued?
So the crazy thing was, this is all glued together. This is all glued together. But in the Star Wars piece I put on there. But the crazy thing is in LDD. I did it in LDD and I updated it in Bricklink Software Studio. But I have broken this set down. Like, remember how I said I love to learn how to build? Like, I sat there for like 3 days going, okay, this is here, that's got to be there. And I rebuilt the whole thing.
That's
I wrote
crazy.
Lego and was like, hey, I broke this down. I want to do a YouTube video. I just want to make sure it's okay. And they were like, no.
Oh, wow.
Like, we cannot post that. And I was like, okay. So I figured
That's when you know. That's when you know you cracked the code, right?
I really felt like this was gonna maybe be a set at one point. I was like, well, maybe that's what they're doing, you know. But there still hasn't been anything, and it's so cool. Like the eyes are like the
the robber
little
cat,
beanies, and the mouth is hinged. All it is just a dish with like the. If I can get it off, it's just the dish with like that. I mean,
wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
It is.
And they did come out with a buildable Porg, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't as brick built and cool as. See, I like seeing studs. Ethan, he builds mocks all the time. He tiles everything over.
I agree with you, Matt. You got to see studs.
Lego sets. I do like studs, but if I'm going to build a mock, I want it to be as accurate as I can. But if I am going to show a stud, I'm going to use it for detail. You know, like for terrain. I do like having a little bit of studs here and there to, you know, act
Ethan,
as...
you know what I think? You're a perfectionist.
And Zane,
love snot. Like,
Yes.
I think everything should be built. Everything should be everything. That's why I like Creator. Creator, you don't get a molded lawnmower. You get 18 pieces that come together, and you're like, holy cow, it made a lawnmower. You know, it's built, and the snot technique is it. That's where it's at.
I have started having a lot of appreciation for 3-in-1 sets.
Zane, I agree though. I think the Vader helmet is just a little too much studs. There needs to be a balance for some things.
Yeah.
Especially that you're trying to
Vader should have been smooth just because of the helmet. You know, like they should have just put 1x1 studs.
Zane,
like
you're muted.
over everything or tiles over everything.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm just talking to myself. Nobody worries. No, that's what I say. I mean, like, I completely agree. Like the Stormtrooper helmet, I can deal with the studs. I like all the other helmets. I'm great with it. But when it comes to Vader, I feel like this is one set that should have been smooth because it's just supposed to be a representation of Vader, and Vader's smooth. His helmet's shiny. It's glossy. You know.
I think if I own that set, I'd be going on Bricklink as soon as I finished. Wink, wink, and buying 1x1.
A lot of 1x1.
That sounds like me.
Ethan is the master of cheese slopes.
Cheese slopes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Ethan. You have
a lot of great cheese slopes.
I love cheese slopes. I do lenticular portraits, you know, where you like walk back and forth. And cheese slopes
those are
perfect
cool.
for those.
There's nothing wrong with
cheese.
Cheese slopes.
Speedy Gonzalez minifigure, but
there's nothing wrong with cheese slopes. It's how Ethan bought, what was it, over like, I want to say it's like almost 1 million gray cheese slopes now for that mock. Like,
they're expensive. Probably like I'm at a couple of thousand.
Ethan, do you have any questions for Russ?
Okay. So are you like, have you experienced like with mock building, like with the mosaics, like what mocks have you built? Like do you enjoy mock building? And you do? Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I unfortunately, most of the mocks that I have built have not stood the test of time. And a lot of the things that I do are smaller. Like I used to do a lot of Lego photography. Like I was really getting into that when I ended Brainy Bricks and shifted over to Little Bricks. And so a lot of my builds are like more condensed building. And I mean, a lot of them are like this essentially. But I enjoy doing mocks. I've come up with a number of them that at some point I would love to sell, and just kind of piece them out on Bricklink and sell them out, kind of like Abby Dabbles or something like that does. But I haven't built in a very long time, unfortunately. Like other than like a physical set, like a mock, I have not mocked it up in like a good 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I do a lot with, and that's physical building. I do a lot with Studio. I love Studio, and I'm learning Blender right now. So you can like build a whole city and then import it into Blender. And now you've got like a digital realm to work in.
That's awesome. You can animate it in Blender too, if you ever got to that point where you really wanted to as well.
That's exactly what I'm doing. There's actually a tool, like an extension called Brickify, and it literally, like, you can take like a 3D object and brickify it, and it's like, and it's all Lego now.
Wow,
that's awesome.
Really awesome. Yeah,
that is awesome.
But so a lot of the stuff that I do in Studio, I actually have a giant mosaic that I designed. I just need to buy the bricks. It is massive. It's 4.5 feet by 4.5 feet. I think it's like 72 by 72 studs. No, 144. I don't know. I can't do math right now.
A lot.
It's like 10, base plates wide.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's really cool.
That's so cool.
Have you displayed at any conventions or been to any conventions?
Yeah. So Philly Brick Fest is like my go-to Lego.
Are you going this year?
Absolutely. I will. We'll be a vendor through Little Bricks Charity. That's where I broke my second world record.
Oh, wow.
And the community there is like none other. I've also been to Brick Universe, and That's it. Brick Universe and Philly Brick Fest. Philly Brick Fest holds such a special place in my heart. It's where everything began for me, like in a Lego career. So yeah, I'll definitely. Are you guys going?
So I'm in New York, so I'm like 4 hours from it, and I've been wanting to go to my first ever like Brick Fest. So I am planning on going because it's open in October and bringing my medieval mock with me. So
Did you
I'm
already
hoping-
register?
No, do you have to?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like, you need to
Okay.
do it now.
I
Yeah.
I don't know anything about conventions. It's like my first time trying to get out to them, so I'll definitely have to do that this weekend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Those table spots will go fast, and they're
Okay.
cheaper now than if you wait.
Yeah.
So, but
Get
yeah.
on it, Brad.
I love those.
Yeah, for Brick Fiesta, I'll hopefully be doing that within a week or two because it's end of July, and Brick Fiesta is my go-to since I'm in Texas.
Nice.
It's
Where
that
where
nice.
you where's Little Brick Charity located out of? Out of curiosity.
We're based out of Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nice. I also wanted to ask you, how did you start TikTok? Like, what was it that drew you to that platform? Was it just to, market this charity, or was there something else behind it?
No, I started it out, and I think this is the line I hear from everybody. I started TikTok as a joke. Like everyone I talk is like, yo, I started it as a joke. I actually had, thank you so much for all the gifts, guys. I actually had an account. The username was Mouthy McMoutherson, and all it was my mouth like this, just saying things, and it was going pretty well. I think we hit like probably 900 followers in 2 days. And
these were the early days of TikTok, mind you.
Yeah.
no, this is like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. But one day I came across this guy named Scott D. Henry, and he's like this super positive dude. And actually, you guys probably know him from the TV show Tough as Nails.
So he's from here in Utah, where I'm at,
Yeah.
and I saw him on TikTok. Same thing, super positive, super happy guy. And then I saw him announce the Tough as Nails thing, and I was like, oh, well, good for him.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. Him and his brother and a few other guys are just, they call them the Smiley Boys. They're such an awesome group of guys. And when I saw that, I was like, I need to stop dicking around. I like switched the username over to Little Bricks Charity, and for a while I was on TikTok as Little Bricks Charity. They changed the rules probably a month or so after I joined as a business, and so like all the songs that are not licensed, you couldn't use for business purposes. You couldn't duet videos that had those. So it really put a huge kink in Little Bricks Charity because we had so much momentum. But then every video that I wanted to do a duet with had like Sarah McLachlan's like Arms of an Angel playing, and they wouldn't let me duet it. So we made the decision to change that channel to a daily vlog of me, the president of Little Bricks Charity, so I could become a creator again and start truly creating. And it really was the best decision I've ever made so far to date. Thank you so much, Crystal. I've literally gifts are just flying on my TikTok right now.
There you go.
And through those gifts, last year, I don't know the exact number, but probably close to $12,000 we raised in just TikTok gifts alone. So,
amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And the community that is on TikTok is like no other, man. They're so diehard and they're so awesome. Our followers, we call the Little Bricks Nation, and they make stuff happen. We got Dan Henry, Scott's brother, like sponsored by Topgolf. They like gave him like a private bay in Vegas to like golf with, and we got Papa John's to name a pizza after one of our followers. Like they do really fun, amazing things. And the fact that an app really designed for kids has been transformed into something that I don't think anybody ever anticipated TikTok to be.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to change. Like you're going to see some crazy stuff here soon. And when it happens, it's going to change the way people look at TikTok. So
that's great. And I think that, for me personally, I think we've all, to a certain extent, have been through it where you say, hey, I create content on TikTok, and they give you the weirdest face to somebody that you just met who doesn't get what TikTok is or what it can be.
Yes.
Yeah.
But someone like you who perfectly understands the power of the platform can attest to it in such a great way.
I feel like if you think about it too, it's the power of the people. It's a way that you can personally connect with people. You can talk to them, and then they can come right back and just be like, how can I help out? Like, I'm guessing you guys have all seen your streams. Like you'll talk about how you're saving up for something, and then suddenly next thing you know, you got people donating out of the wazoo, and you're like, whoa, like this is insane. Like,
very generous, very kind.
And we're not even talking about just donations, like the things that people have done. And I think connecting on people with a platform like TikTok is the most important thing you can do. Like if you're doing something like charity, if you're doing something as a creator, that other things you just can't do this as the same. So
totally.
Yep.
Zane, got any other questions?
You guys have asked a ton of great questions, and they're all so deep. I mean, like I've literally just been pondering in my head, like, what's another good question? But and a lot of our questions have been very Little Big Bricks charity focused. But what about you, Russ? What was your beginning into Lego? Like you've had a dark era, like a lot of us have. But in the beginning, what started Lego for you?
Yeah, I think if we kind of recall back, it really was just like, it was always there in my life. It really was. And to be honest, for me now, Lego isn't what it is for most fans. It isn't. And I actually, I kind of feel like a lot of Bricklink sellers or resellers kind of feel the same way. I hate to I don't want to say I hate to clump myself with those guys, because I was one of those guys, and those guys are awesome.
It's very different. Very different.
Yeah, when the shelves that I showed you get cleaned out every 3 months and fully refilled. So when I'm buying, and I personally sell Lego by the pound. So if anybody ever needs bulk Lego, I got it. I
might hit you up.
Yeah.
That was my shipment today.
Oh my god.
Is that 10 pieces I see?
Cheese slopes.
Cheese slope.
I got tons of tan.
Oh my goodness.
But
it's in bulk.
It's in bulk.
I process, I'm hoping to process 600 or 700 pounds every week, here in the next 4 or 5 months. So
that's awesome.
We, Lego has become a business for me. Even though it's a nonprofit, it's still a business. And I still, though, get excited when that cool set comes out, that cool new technique is shown. I really love the brick built minifigs from Harry Potter, like the Harry and Hermione, I think. Like those things are freaking amazing.
They're different and they're really cool.
Yeah,
they are
insanely priced, but
I want to see them do a C3PO in that way. Honestly, it's something that I've been thinking.
A lot of chrome gold pieces. Ooh,
yes,
that would be cool.
It'd be pricey.
Yeah,
it'd be pricey, but
would actually be pretty cool. Like
I can agree
Harry
with
Potter.
that.
So what Lego has become with me now is really a tool primarily for what I'm trying to do. But the collector side of me, I've made a lot of really good friends in really strange places in the Lego community over the past few years. So once a month, I get a shipment from Germany that is insane, man. This month he sent me Lego backpacks from 1994. They're like this big. They were promos in this one obscure section of like Palestine or Pakistan or something. And like you can't find them anywhere. And I was like, where'd you even find these? He's like, man, I got like 80 of them in a warehouse. I was like, okay, I'll take 2.
That's insane.
So that's what Lego's become for me now. Like I'm in search of those just really weird things that you can't find. Would you guys like to see another really weird thing?
Yes, please. So
I was on the TV show To Tell the Truth with Snoop Dogg and with Anthony Anderson.
That's insane.
I got this. And I don't know if you guys can. Well, I can't show you his name. This comes from Nathan. Nathan Sawaya.
Oh, I love his artwork. He is amazing. He was
Yeah.
like the first Lego artist that I discovered online as a kid, and it blew me away.
He actually holds the world record for the largest Lego build, Batmobile, the Lego Batmobile.
Wow.
5 million something pieces. So he sent me a bunch of signed copies of a book that he wrote, a series of a book that he wrote. But he built this for us. I had someone appraise it at like 26 grand. Just because it's a red one and he doesn't do red ones.
Oh my gosh.
If I can get it
Please
out.
don't drop it.
Oh, please.
It's called a Hug Man. And he builds these and he puts them all over the city in San Francisco.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
So here are his arms. So he'll like put it around like a bike post or something, or he'll put one around a street sign. So if you go into California, you can find these things like randomly all around. But
Are they
yeah.
glued?
So this one is, he actually autographed the leg for me as well. And so, you know, it's things like this. I'm gonna have to do this later, otherwise it's gonna be that I try to go for. I try to go for those off the wall things that, you know, there may be another one out there, but
that's awesome.
No one's gonna be finding it.
Okay, this is something that you might know, but you know, he puts them out in the city. Do people take them?
Yeah.
Or so?
Yeah.
What does he expect them to do? Does he expect them to leave it there or take them?
He sets these guys up, and he makes some small ones too that are like all over the place. Yeah, he puts them up and snaps a photo and leaves it there. And you know, eventually someone comes and grabs it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So if I lived in California, I would just snipe it and just grab these things up.
Binoculars, driving around. I need a Nathan Sawaya. That's awesome. I love that.
Most prized possession, Lego possession, are these here. Lego sent me these. These are there were 5,000 made. These are Lego slippers designed for you to walk on Lego without hurting yourself.
Oh my gosh!
And these were one of the last two pair, and they're actually prototype versions. So the stitching's all jacked up on them.
Wow.
And the tag has got like notes all over it from where they're like, nah, let's back that off. So
it wasn't like warning, do not wear.
Yeah. So I broke the world record the first time. I set it at 120 feet, and a few weeks later, Dude Perfect broke it. And then a few weeks after that, Lego broke it. When Lego broke it, I reached out to Dude Perfect so many times saying, hey, you know, we're trying to launch a nonprofit. We were going to do it with this. We'd like to do this again. And so they ended up reaching out to Lego, and Lego sent these as kind of an apology for taking the record from us. Little did they know that I was going to steal it right back then.
Honestly, I remember
awesome.
hearing that someone, because I was a huge Dude Perfect fan back in the day, and I remember seeing that video, and I remember being like a little bit upset when I heard that someone took the record away from them. But I'm so glad who actually did take the record away from them.
Yeah, so that record's been taken many times now. So after I broke it, 5 other people tried and they failed. And then a gentleman by the name of Sonny Salamimba, he's a barefoot runner, and he trounced my record. He went like 13,000 feet. The day after he broke it, LA Beast broke his record by like 600 feet. And then the day after that, Sonny was like, no, I'm taking it back. And he walked like another 3 miles. He went 3 miles. Unfortunately, like 4 months ago, someone went 27,000 feet on Lego. So I plan to take the world record back. The only way I'm going to do it, though, is if Lego teams up with us and does something with Little Bricks Charity, and we can make an event out of it. So I'm holding that on the back burner for now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I need to make more scar tissue for your feet, so you can just run.
See, to me, I feel like I could break that record because I have never had a problem
You
with
think
walking
you
on Lego.
can? You
What?
think
I
you
think I
can,
can.
but
You can't run 3 miles without Lego.
Here's what I
See,
tell.
see, the thing is, I grew up in the country where, like, I wore barefoot all the
country.
time. So I have things stuck in my foot that I should never have had stuck in my foot.
Ethan
So
from
I
Texas
feel
is
like,
out in the country, yeah.
but like
Real
my
country
worst
boy.
experience with walking on Lego though was the old Lego pieces, the old wheels had metal in them. And I have part of my dad's collection, and one time I accidentally stepped on one and gave me a blood blister.
my
But I
gosh.
know I could do it if there's no metal pieces in it.
You say that.
Everything that you have said, so many people have said before you, and I'm going to say the same thing to you that I've said to them. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to.
Do
Now I
it.
want to.
Yeah, it is a legit world record, and like submit in before you do it, and try to take it. That's the beautiful thing about world records. You know, they're designed to be broken.
Yeah.
So I'm working on my 4th world record right now, and hopefully by the end of this year I'll have my 4th one, and then next year I've got 2 more lined up. So
That's awesome.
yeah, every time we do it, we just mention the nonprofit. You know, we're doing this to raise awareness for these kids, and it gets people's attention. You know, someone hears you're a world record holder, it's one of those like, you're wait, what? You know, and, so I don't want to say it opens doors, but it definitely stops people and lets you talk to them for a second. So.
And there's a reason that it's a world record, Brad. It's not just and as
Not just
Lisa says, Brad, no, I mean, I support you, but no, you can't. Country or not, just say no. LOL.
I'm from the country, man. Like, I grew up on gravel roads and literally on the beach all day barefoot. And that was what kind of drew me to it, was I am barefoot all the time. Like, that is me. And that was why, one of the reasons we broke it. Because I was like, I can do this. And honestly, the first 150 feet, not bad. The first 1,000 feet, it's tough. But once you go beyond 1,000 feet and you're just cutting into cuts, it's just like, man. So.
And about 3 years, it's going to be like a marathon.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
What are you training for? I'm training to be run Lego, a Lego marathon.
So breaking up Brad, we are actually, I think Matt did this a while back.
Yeah,
we did do the brick walk challenge.
Yes,
we are going to be bringing it back. You guys can check out brickwalkchallenge.com. It's going to be probably 5 or 6 months before we bring that back. Right now, this wall right here that you see, we just built that wall, and we are going to cover it in 45,000 Lego. So we're going to try, and we're selling Lego bricks $8 a pop. And the more as you buy them, we'll put your username on them. And the more you buy, the bigger your name gets. So that's our next venture. Then we'll bring the Brick Walk Challenge back. In fact, LA Beast today, posted our 3rd world record, his YouTube video today. So Sonny, the guy who broke my world record, and LA Beast, the guy who broke his, as well as 2 other guys, we all teamed up and we just broke the team world record. We went 14,000 feet in an hour between the 5 of us. And unfortunately, at the beginning, I did my first trek, and then the next guy went and he stopped, which negated that attempt. So then I had to go again and do it all over.
So he stopped, like you. So like when you go back and forth, so as you're turning around, like that's considered continuous. But if you stop, then turn, then go, that's how does the stop work?
Go isn't quite it. Like, he stopped in the middle. Like, he was in so much pain, he just kind of hunched over for a second to kind of compose himself. But no, for stop and turn, you just have to keep forward momentum is how it's worded in the world record. So we had like a little zone. You had to step 1 foot in, pivot, and turn, and you just had to keep that momentum going through the turns. And it took Guinness. So Guinness didn't show up. It's very expensive to have Guinness come out.
Sure.
And it took Guinness about 3 weeks of video footage. Like, they literally watched footage for 3 weeks. Trying to make sure we weren't running, trying to make sure that we didn't stop, that, you know, there was no pauses or anything. They're very serious about what they do. So.
As
I
a
love
parent
this
who always
comment.
stepped on Lego and swore loudly each time, G-rated content. Hats
Yeah.
off to you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I do remember the Brick Walk Challenge. I really am happy to hear that's coming back. I think that was a very
Yes.
fun challenge for the Lego community, and it was for a great cause too. I sadly did not do it on the first attempt because it was during my break, I'm pretty sure, of TikTok. So I'm
And you
really
couldn't
glad.
handle it.
Right.
You wanna go at it, Ethan?
I'll take a break from TikTok.
You want to go at it,
Oh my
Ethan? Let's see who
goodness.
can go farther this
Calm
time.
down.
all right?
Oh,
Hey,
Wait,
I think if
wait,
there's a
wait.
team walk, I think we need to get together at some point and
I
do the
think that would
team
be
walk.
fun. I
You
think,
guys
Ethan,
should
what
so
we should
try to break
do.
our world record.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd
we
be
only
a
have
good
enough
TikTok.
Lego to make a small circle, so it'd all just be doing like a little parade or whatever.
Ethan, how about this? When they do the next Brick Walk Challenge, we do a dual live stream. Whoever can last longer wins.
Ooh, that's smart. That'd be cool.
My
Yeah.
problem would be going to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom a lot, but
Okay.
Tie a bag to your leg, man.
I'm gonna start
Yeah,
my
there you
training.
go.
On that note, Ethan, do you have another question?
for the Brick Walk stuff, I think we actually don't we have a meme for that this week, Ethan?
When we do get to the
Okay,
closer
okay.
to the memes.
I didn't know if you
Ah.
wanted to bring that up now.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being that I walk on Lego and I'm known for that, there are so many videos and memes and Instagram posts that people tag me in. So I'll be very impressed if you throw a meme up that I haven't seen yet.
These are made by the Discord servers.
Ethan, do it.
Ah.
Just do it, Ethan.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
I can do
let me
it.
see.
Do it, Ethan.
Did it. I
Do
gotta
it.
get things.
Should we switch over to the memes really quick? Do the intro and all that.
Really quick. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we're doing the intro.
Oh, we're doing
there's
the
no memes without the intro. Gotta find it.
Welcome to the
This is
show,
why-
Russ.
This is why I didn't want to do it. I wasn't prepared.
Welcome
While
to
you
the
guys are
Stud
doing
Buds.
this, give me 1 second. Hey guys, on TikTok, thank you so much. You can head it down to YouTube, Stud Buds. I'm live right now on their YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch us there, they've got all these cool graphics and things going all over the screen. If you'd like to join us,
Lego
otherwise, continue hanging
There
out.
you go, cup.
Thank you for the shout out. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay. You know what
ready?
time it is?
Memes.
What?
Oh,
Meme
hi,
time.
Brad.
Oh, Brad.
Rip.
No.
You scared him away, Ethan.
Yeah,
It was too serious. It was way too serious.
too serious. It's funny that memes has the serious one.
That is
And
the
then
ironic part. And then investments. When we get to Lego investments,
something serious.
our show is a bit modified tonight because we do have a special guest on. We're just going to throw it
Mhm.
out there. Normally,
Okay.
we get into a lot of our own segments, but memes are always important, so we always keep them rolling.
Okay. This one was made by I Don't Want Touch. He's awesome. He's like he's like a meme lord. Like this guy's awesome. Are y'all ready? I'm like prolonging this thing.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Go.
Hang on, I gotta show them. I wish this was true. I think it is true. How Russ feels like he died and he's dead now.
He's in the clouds.
Look at that.
Walking on air, walking on clouds,
Yeah,
you're in
man.
heaven, but it's the opposite for a lot of other people.
I wish that was true, man.
La, 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 la.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I love that. I love that.
You guys will have to send me these.
Was
This
there
one
any
is-
more, Ethan?
This one's is more about Zane.
Hey.
Made by Randomly Random.
Oh god.
I totally forgot. Let's see. Zane talking about Star Wars on Studbuds for 10 minutes straight, only realizing he's been muted the whole time.
Story of my life, guys. So my
Aw.
wife tends to walk in, and my brother lives with us, and he tends to just boop, barge on in and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" The same thing I've been doing for an hour. So I mute it, so you guys don't have to hear him.
I love it. Is that all, Ethan? Was that the last one?
There is another one
Oh boy.
by another one by Randomly Random. I'm downloading all of these real quick.
If I Don't Want touches the meme lord, then Randomly Random must be his evil Sith apprentice.
Yeah, that's his apprentice, or is
he
it-
is. This one's about
How-
me.
Is it bad?
No.
Me and Ethan arguing over an incident that happened weeks ago. Me and Ethan interacting in his lives in 2020.
So Russ, Ethan made a joke about this one follower of ours about a comment he posted into our Discord server, just being funny. And ever since then, it's been like this little war between the two of them.
It's all in good fun, mind you.
Yeah, it's all fun.
We love prolonging it.
How did it even start? It was the question of the week.
You started it.
Yeah, I started it. I was in my zone when I was going through. I had just had a full caffeinated cup of coffee going through the questions of the week. I might have roasted a few people.
Ethan.
Russ, Ethan's like 15, and so you give him any coffee, and he just loses it. I drink coffee because it doesn't wake me up at all. I just try not to get that excruciating migraine from not drinking it. Ethan's a whole nother story.
I posted a video 2 days ago. I'm taking ketones, and the first one is caffeinated. I don't need caffeine. Like I'm an energetic person.
I'm the same way.
And
I'm the same way.
So,
I am not a coffee drinker as well, and I try to stay away from anything that is caffeinated. But a cool sip of water is always my take.
That's what I'm drinking. I'm trying to teach myself. Don't drink coffee before stud buds.
You need to get off the coffee. It could be an addiction. We need to save you now.
Oh goodness.
Matt, what is that yellow build on your desk?
Oh well, funny you should ask.
You've been waiting for someone to ask the whole time.
I actually forgot to tell you guys how my week was. So this is what I did this week. I will be posting a TikTok very soon about it. But I made a little cage for Tweety Bird.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's even a swing.
Tweety Bird.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Tweet. I hope Brad comes back though. Also, I did have some guests come over, and as a housewarming gift, just they stayed the night. They wanted to hang out, but they brought me a Lego set. They gave me the Speed Champions Porsche. So I've never built a Speed Champions, so I'm excited.
It's an underrated theme. I think the builds are great. Like they're awesome. Also, I know this is randomly random.
Did you find
I see your build's yellow. I love yellow. Like yellow is such an underrated color that I didn't really think much of it, but I've built so much in yellow in the last couple months. It's a good color.
I actually have literally sitting right next to me.
Oh my gosh. Yellow on yellow.
Yellow bricks.
That's beautiful.
I'm making a picnic table for our squirrel in our backyard.
That's awesome.
And it's going to be all yellow Lego bricks. So,
I love it. I love the real world applications for Lego. That's amazing.
It's amazing. Well, I hope Brad can come back. I don't know if his Wi-Fi cut out or what happened, but Brad, if you're hearing this, come back, or let us know what's going on so that we can announce if you left or not. It's okay if you can't come back. But Russ, I did want to ask you one last question because I think this is important for people to understand who might not want to donate right now. We lost Zane now. This is not good. This is not good. Come back to us. He's back. Are you okay?
That was nice.
Did you hit the wrong button again? Yeah, you did, didn't you? Sometimes he hits the wrong button. It's okay.
So, on my mouse, okay, there's these buttons on the side here. And one of these 4 buttons, I don't know which one yet, but one of them backs me out of everything that I'm doing. Like it just closes it all.
When a noob gets a gamer mouse.
Oh,
I just got roasted by Russ. That was rough. Oh.
Hey, he can dish it out, man. He can do it. I told you might not be able to keep up with them. I told you to be on your A game.
Oh man,
I'm edited down right now because we're on YouTube.
Oh boy. Stick around for the Stud Buds after show.
Yeah.
But no, what I wanted to ask you was, I think it's so important, and you post so much of it on TikTok, but if you could talk about it here, because maybe people won't check you out on TikTok after this, and shame on you if you don't, but you give the stories, and I think the stories are so important. So if you could pick maybe 2 stories, maybe one of the hardest and one of the happiest, or maybe they're the same story. I don't know. Think back to some of the best that you could tell people.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think I can do both in kind of one fell swoop here. And let me preface this with one of my missions has become to spread the word of what these families and what these children go through. It is not just to put smiles on their faces, but to show the world that these kids are going through crazy things and that they do need to smile and hopefully inspire others to get off their ass and do things for others as well.
Amen.
And I totally forgot the question.
What stories? Tell us the story.
Yes. So it is. I tell the story of so many amazing kids. It is really hard for me to. I don't want to say it's hard for me to pick, but
Sure.
I don't want anyone to ever think that one story is more important than another. Obviously, with that being said, so the most amazing little girl who literally changed my life. My followers on TikTok are saying, "Grab your tissues, Russ."
Oh boy,
is baby Tessa, fighting for baby Tessa on TikTok. I literally have become close friends. I text and call them daily now. They live up in Canada. Tessa was almost 2 years old when she passed away. I met her my first month here on TikTok, and she's the reason why I rock a mohawk. A young girl named Jocelyn, who I'll talk about in just a second. She'll be the second person I talk about. She was shaving her head because she had chemotherapy coming up and radiation treatment, and TikTok was on fire. Like everyone was shaving their head for Jocelyn. Wow. So I shaved portions of my head, but I left the center portion. And I did that for Tessa. Tessa has had a very rare form of cancer called ATRT, a brain cancer. And she had the cutest little faux hawk. And it was there till the day she passed away. Wow. And I vowed when I shaved this mohawk that I'll have this mohawk till the day I die. Wow. This little girl, what she went through, what all these kids go through is so horrible. And these kids don't know any different, they don't know that they're in this horrible situation. This is life for them. It's there from the beginning, Sure. And Tessa fought so hard, and we ended up rallying our troops in TikTok, and we had a giant Tessa day, and the whole entire app turned pink for this young girl. Literally hundreds of thousands of videos were made that day.
Wow.
Her hashtag has like 163 million views. And incredible. It's telling kids stories like that, that really is, the core of what I'm trying to do. I entice people like you guys and your fan base in with the Lego, and every once in a while I drop the okay guys, it's time to nut up or shut up and help us out. And so another young man, actually our last viral video is Reef is a young man that unfortunately due to COVID his family was deported back to the Wow. UK while he was in the middle of treatments. And I got a phone call from his mother, and this is what I love about TikTok is it goes beyond TikTok. The relationships I make on TikTok, that's just the beginning. I got a frantic call from Reef's mother saying, "Hey, they sent us over here. I can't get on my TikTok page. Can you help me out?" Trying to get her access to it because she had to get a new phone in UK and she couldn't access her account again.
Sure.
We had to set her up a new account, unfortunately, and we got her to 1,000 so she could go live. And we started prayers for Reef. Unfortunately, Reef found out that, and his mother found out that, they only were giving him a few weeks to live. His cancer had spread into his lungs. But while we were all, sad about that, good things happened. And he got approved for a drug that no child has ever done before. Like, it is literally the first time they're giving it to a child, and it's got a huge success rate. So, you know, it's the lows. When the lows are low, are there, they're really low. When the highs are there, they're really high. There's very rarely an in between for these families, and you know, the in between is what they're looking for, that stasis. And whatever we can do just to put a smile on the parent's face when they're having a stressful day, or you know, make a kid smile or give them encouragement. You know, that's what we were put on this earth to do. You know, I know this is probably a lot more philosophical than you guys were hoping to get, but
no, this is perfect.
No,
You're
it's
doing
amazing.
This is what we want.
I tell
Oh, please.
everybody, you know, I know the purpose in life. I know it. You know, the reason I was put on this world is to make you happy, Ethan, to make you happy, Zane, to make you happy, Matt, and everyone else out there that's watching. That's my job. Your job is to make me happy and everyone else. And when I stop caring about me and I take care of all of you, and you start taking care of all of me, we're all here having a good time and we're happy together. And that is what life is all about, man. Putting smiles on people's faces and just connecting, you know, cutting through the bullshit and letting people be real. So
100%. And I think that, you know, just even the smallest act of kindness you don't know what somebody's going through. You never know. And even if a stranger, to do something even very subtly nice for them, it could change their whole life. You never know what you can do for someone else. So be kind, be generous to others, and you'll be so much happier for what you are doing as well.
Yeah, I've got a great story. I don't know how much time we have. I was in Walmart. I'm sure you guys do this. Every time you go in Walmart, the first place you check is the clearance aisle.
Yep.
So I go to Walmart daily. Literally, I hit like 14 stores every day, making sure clearance is in my cart and no one else's. And when I was doing that, I saw a mom and a son in line in self-checkout, and there was like a 89-cent balloon the little boy was wanting. And he was like reaching for it and crying. Mom's like, no, you know, we can't. I ended up just grabbing the balloon and giving it to him. I was like, hey, you know, I got it. It's 89 cents. She literally stopped me before I left the store. And she's like, look, it's my son's birthday. I only have enough money for the cake. I cannot tell you how much that meant to my son and to me. You know, an 89-cent balloon made that woman's night, you know? And I always tell people, you know, the world is full of signs and full of intuition. And if you just trust your gut, if something feels like it's the right thing to do it, you know? Think about the repercussions later. Like, I mean, it was only 89 cents. So the repercussions were, you know, me not having enough change for the toll road, but yeah, it playing with Lego and working with the kids that I get to work with because of the Lego has given me so much insight and so much appreciation for what I have, what I don't have, and the people I have. And the amazing thing about TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and social media is if you use it right, those people, the number of people that you have just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. So I mean, I don't need to say anything because I think Matt is like chilling at 3 times the amount of followers I am now. So.
And this guy has even more than I do. So
really, I didn't know that.
He does. He does some great builds on TikTok for sure. He really does.
Check that out. Well, I definitely will be calling on all of you guys very soon when we do the brick wall. My goal is to get probably 100, 150 people to post all on the same day, like one video saying, "Hey, let's grab some bricks."
Totally.
And I'll definitely hit you guys up. I'm saying that live right now to kind of pressure you guys doing it, and you can't say no because we're live. So
no pressure required from me, man. No pressure required. I'll do anything you want me to do. You know what I love about you too is that you're so honest. You are yourself, and you're not afraid to be yourself. Let the tears fly. I love it. I love it. And you have such a positive attitude. and it rubs off on people. You smile and everybody else smiles, and that's so incredibly important.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And, to that point, I am not a positive person. So I just like everybody else, I try to stress this in my lives too. Like I come off as a positive person because I only focus on the positive and I only put out the positive. There's a lot of negative shit. There's a lot of negativity that goes on.
Curated content.
And I work through that the same way everyone else does. When Tessa passed away, it was a huge hit for me. I stopped doing TikTok, and when my community was looking for me, I hid. I was like, I shut down, and so my chat's giving me stuff to say right now. They're like, say this, say this. But we all have bad days. It's okay to not be okay. That's a real thing. And
totally.
I think all of us, anyone who's watching this video, you have probably found that Lego is an outlet where you can take the stresses of the day and kind of sweep them away, and just get lost in your build. And for me, it's sorting. I love sorting Lego. Like
listen to music. It's great.
Put a podcast on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, okay, wait. I got a side question.
Uh-oh.
Do you guys sort your Lego by color or by piece type?
Ooh.
I don't sort Lego. Guys, if I cut out, some really dramatic stuff just happened with my wife. So as soon as she gets here, I gotta go. I don't know. Just
if you gotta go now, you can go now.
This is super depressing, and I don't want to just throw it out there for everybody. She was at Target, and a guy collapsed and actually just died in front of her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and she's like freaking out. So just so you guys know, when I go, I just gotta go. Okay,
you gotta go now. Do what you gotta do, man.
No, she's not here. She's on her way back from the store. She's not here, so we can keep going. I just want you to know when I go.
Wow.
Zane, I apologize, man. Every time I go live on TikTok, something weird happens, and I think that's the weird thing. Like you just brought the weird in for my live.
Brought the weird. So there's the weird, guys. I brought it. Yeah. That's me. I'm the weird one. It kind of rings home. So wow, this is getting super emotional for me. But like,
good.
A year ago, my dad died, but he died cross country and wasn't here for me. Like I didn't get to say goodbye to him. And that just happened to somebody. It's just so overwhelming,
Of course.
Hard feelings,
And I think it's so important to live life to the fullest so that to make other people happy, to do good things so that you also get, you do something kind for someone else, but you reap the benefit for it. Don't be so selfish as to focus on materialistic things. Yes, this stream is about Lego, but it's so much more than that. And I think that slowly, if you've watched all of our streams, you've noticed that quite a bit of times. And for us, like you use Lego to accomplish incredible things. And it's insane the level of kindness that it takes. It's just a small amount, really, to change someone's life. But life itself is so fragile, and I think it really hits home at a different level for what just happened with you, Zane. Like, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You're not promised it, and you need to keep doing all you can for yourself and other people, because at the end of the day, if you're not okay, you can't do good things for other people too. So
Zane, my chat is just sending their love and strength to you, man.
Thank you.
Zane was with Lego, do you feel that was Lego something that you and your father did a lot together?
So not Lego, but Star Wars. And so the thing that I tell people, so that the UCS Falcon, everyone always asks me, like, what's my favorite? Obviously that. But it's not for the reason that people expect. People expect it because, it's the biggest Star Wars set. It's huge, blah, 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 blah. No. My dad, the last moment I got to hang out with him, he came over. I built the Falcon, and he thought it was the coolest thing ever. And a week later, he actually texted me and asked if I finished it. And I said, yeah. And he told me he loved me, and I was his Padawan, and just some Star Wars references. And then, like the next day I get a call that he's in the hospital, and that was it. And so like ever since, I've just gone crazy with all the Star Wars and the Lego and just like really getting into it, where I didn't as much as I guess a lot of people have. But the Falcon and just Star Wars was the big thing, Star Wars and all that stuff. And so I hold dearly to that, you know.
That's awesome, man.
So,
and you know, I think that also can attest to, you know, how building memories or how something as nostalgic as Lego can trigger a memory like that. You know, I'm sure every time you look at that Falcon, you don't see the Falcon, you see your dad, you know?
Yep.
And that's powerful, man. That's awesome. You know, my father, and another reason why Philly Brickfest is so awesome for me, when I broke the record the second time, I had the trifecta. It was my birthday. It was the first time I'd ever been to a Lego convention, and I hadn't seen my dad in like 2 years. So he flew up and was there with me.
perfect.
It was one of the most craziest nights. Ethan, I don't know if, Brad's gone.
Brad, by the way, guys, Brad says it looks like he won't be able to join back. His internet just completely crashed. So, but he does, you know, say it was nice meeting you, Russ, and I'm sure he was really excited to be a part of the stream just because of you, bud. And it's just sad that Brad can't be. But no, trust me, he went to great lengths to be here. Actually,
Yeah. And I mean, with Brad, there's an amazing thing called the Red Brick District at Philly Brickfest. If you guys are builders, they open it up and it's like alcohol everywhere, and everybody just gets drunk till like 3 a.m. It's amazing.
it's not a place for G-rated content. It's not a place.
I'm going.
Don't forget your brick separator.
Free drinks, man.
Do you drink, Russ?
Yeah. I mean,
Let's
I
go.
drink,
Me and you.
it's fine.
They
Yeah.
don't.
Dude,
Me and you.
Come on.
I drink. I just don't talk about it on stream. Okay.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
All you got to do is come down to Philly, man. I'll pour the first shot. So,
Oh, let's do it.
I'll get the little stamp.
yeah, actually, you just wouldn't be
Where's
letting
this
it.
going?
It
Where's
wouldn't
this
be
going?
Yeah. So we got off topic. I was
No, it's
talking
okay.
about-
And that's the beautiful thing about the Stud Buds live stream.
We do
is
that.
That is what we do here, and we go down crazy rabbit holes, but it provides so much fun and enjoyment.
Yeah.
Sometimes Stud Buds After Dark kind of mixes in towards the end. It just can't wait till we get there.
100%. 100%. Well, I don't even know where to go from here. Guys, do you have any more questions for us before we... Because I have one last one to end it. Or Russ, is there anything that you would like to show or say to everybody?
Or do you want to ask us anything?
Yeah,
Anything you
exactly.
feel with us.
No, I don't really care about you guys. So,
There it is. He fits right in.
fits
Look
right
at
in.
this.
so you know, I think the biggest takeaway, you know, for everyone that I just like everyone to come away with is follow me on TikTok. I mean, all joking aside, like that is our hub. You know, that's our social media hub. Most people, older businesses, Facebook is it. TikTok's our hub. And I would say get onto TikTok if you're not there, because it's amazing and you're going to find all different kinds of communities. I belong to probably 7 or 8 different communities, not just Lego TikTok world. But no, I really do appreciate you guys letting me come on. Let me talk about all the craziness. And
dude, we appreciate having you so much more than you might even realize. You have no idea.
Yeah.
But I wanted to
just
ask you. Go ahead, Ethan. I'm sorry.
And just appreciate. I mean, you do something awesome. I mean, I can't just imagine like the joy that you have of doing it, but how many people that you affect, and that's just awesome.
Yeah, I tell everybody, you know, I have the most selfish job in the world. It's instant gratification for me, man. As soon as I see that smile, it's like it's like a drug. It is a drug. Yeah, so I, as much as I would love to say I do it for these kids, I'm super selfish, and it feels really good every single time I get to see one of these kids and even their parents. I love it when a parent comments and they're like, I just pissed my pants. That's so funny. And it's like, yes, that's what I want. I want pee-panted parents. So,
oh my goodness.
Russ, keep being selfish.
Yeah, you're doing some great stuff by doing that. And like I said, by helping other people, you feel the best that you ever could in the world. I promise you guys. Go do something kind for somebody tomorrow, please. Just one person. It could change the world. You never know. But no, what I wanted to ask you was, you've done a lot, right? We're going to kind of wrap things up with this. Is you've done so much. You've broken the world record. You started this amazing charity. And you have this amazing presence on social media with a passion for Lego as well. Where do you see, like, what's your dream for the future of what you could accomplish via exactly that, what you're doing?
Yeah. I mean, long term, my goal, my end game goal is 30,000 kids a year, right? So that within the next 3 years, we're gonna hit funding enough to get 30,000 Lego sets out every single year. I also hope that we will have built enough reputation for Lego to finally join us, and allow us to work with them in some capability. And I hope, because right now I actually work a day job. So I work probably 80, 90 hours a week between two jobs, the charity and this, and my day job. So I would love one day for the charity to become stable enough for me to be able to do it full time, like walk away and do that all day. So at night I can do even more for the nonprofit. Because honestly, when I leave my day job, I'm not going to be stopping 80, 90 hours a week. That's me. Yeah, it'll be 80, 90 hours a week for the nonprofit. And that's the end game. That's the goal. And I'm doing everything I can right now to do that. The loose Lego that I buy and sell is slowly going to offset that. Yeah. So in the meantime, if you guys need Lego, hit me up.
There you go. Well, like I said, and we said earlier, the link is in the description, guys. Go check this guy out on social media and check out his website. Learn how you can help support what his cause is all about. And if you enjoyed this live stream and you feel empowered to go and do that, please do go and do it right now. Don't wait. And I'm sure everybody is excited for the Brick Walk Challenge, if it is coming back, to take part in that. And hopefully everybody from this video, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram or wherever, take part in it, because it does help spread the word. And that is the most important thing at the end of the day, I think.
A little bit of pain for just a great cause.
Yeah,
exactly.
A little bit of pain to spread a lot of love.
Exactly. And like Lisa says, by the way, Lisa is Zane's mom. You can heal the heart through laughter and Lego. With that, folks, does anybody have any final thoughts before we end out this live stream?
I think that's beautiful and a good way to end it. I think that's amazing.
Perfect.
I do want to say my final thing. What's that?
We better get him to 133. He's at 132.9. So if we had 12 viewers, I'm sure it will round to 100. Oh, 13 viewers. Get him to 133. Okay.
100%.
And, so the way I end all my live streams, guys, if you don't mind, I like to do that before. Of course. And we sign. I believe in you. Have an epic night.
Well, with that, guys, take care. Thanks for being here, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.